Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I want to recap the second game here of the SEC tournament here today that I wanted to talk about. I'm Kentucky Wildcats are in halftime right now, so that's why I'm doing the recap for this game now. I took a nap, watched the first half of the Kentucky game, and wait till halftime to the recap here. But number 4 Auburn destroys number 5 South Carolina, 86-55 reaction. Auburn's played South Carolina 2 times this year, and they destroyed them both times in both matchups. Played the first time 101-61, and then 86-55 here. South Carolina probably hates playing Auburn this year, because Auburn's blown them out both times they played. They scored 40-plus points in both halves, scored 46 in the first half, 40 in the second half. They shot really well, 49.3% from the floor, 47.4% from 3. The only negative for Auburn, 9 of 17 from the free throw line. Got to clean that up, got to make those free throws going forward, but that's the only negative for Auburn because they shot the ball incredibly well. They were into the paint whenever they wanted, shot pretty good from 3. South Carolina, 10 turnovers. Really, the points in the paint were a key thing early in this basketball game. South Carolina had about 50-something points in the paint yesterday, but they had way less than that in this basketball game. Most of their points come from the free throw line or in the paint. 28 from the line, 71%. They only shot 28.1% from the floor, 25% from 3. Only 9 assists on 16 made field goals. Auburn did a much better job sharing the basketball with 18 assists on 34 made field goals. Had 8 blocks, 6 steals. They were really active defensively. They just dominated this game really start to finish. South Carolina never really stood a chance, and Auburn advances to the SEC semifinal tomorrow at 1 p.m. And South Carolina had 52 points in the paint against Arkansas yesterday. And it had, it only had 8 points in the paint against Auburn, and defense can win you basketball games. And just dominant performance here in the quarterfinals. And 71-point margin of victory against South Carolina the past 2 games is crazy. Because Auburn's going to be a tough team in the tournament, but Lamont Paris, South Carolina just doesn't have Auburn's number right now, and he's doing exceptionally well. He's moving the right direction. It's just Auburn, for some reasons, owning these 2 games this year. It's just South Carolina's not really been able to score in the paint, and they haven't been able to stop Auburn from scoring in the paint. And when you shoot this bad, it's going to be hard for you to win when the opponent is shooting basically 50% from the floor and from 3. And then you have 10 turnovers and you're not able to score in the paint. Just, Auburn is South Carolina's worst nightmare matchup, and Auburn just have so much, they just have so much depth. They just have so much depth on their team. And the Auburn bench outscored South Carolina's bench 41-16, and 11 players scored in the game. So Auburn had a really balanced attack with scores off the bench as well. And this game was really over at halftime. So game number 1 for Auburn's in the books with, I believe, a 31-point win. And they've won every game this year, I think, by double digits that they've played. For Auburn, their leading scorer was Johnny Broome, 18 points, 3 assists, 10 rebounds for Johnny Broome. Having a really underrated season. He's really been in the top 5 in the metrics for that player of the year. He's not going to get it, but he's had a really underrated season. Holloway, 9 points, 5 rebounds. Chaney Johnson, 11 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. A great game from Chaney Johnson. Jalen Williams, 3 points, 5 rebounds. Chad Baker-Mazara, 8 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Denver Jones, 7 points. Trey Donaldson, 5 points, 4 assists. Good player off the bench. Chris Moore, 6 points, 2 rebounds. I believe it was 3 of 3 off the bench. KD Johnson, 10 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. Dylan Cardwell, 7 points, 4 rebounds. Jalen Harper even come off the bench, put up 2 points. So, just a really balanced scoring attack by Auburn. They just have so much depth, and they can beat you in many ways, like scoring in the paint or shooting the 3-ball. And their defense was fantastic. They're really a defensive team, and they can guard the paint. B.J. Mack, 14 points, 8 rebounds. Zachary Davis, 10 points, 4 assists, 8 rebounds, and nobody else really done much. Josh Gray, 6 points. Jacoby Wright, 8 points. Taylon Cooper, 8 points. Well, honestly, South Carolina will be fine going to the tournament. Auburn's just a really great team. Honestly, to me, Auburn's just a great team. South Carolina just hasn't fared well against Auburn. Just their depth hasn't been as good as Auburn's in the two matchups they play this year. But yeah, it's really a Savers game. Until next time, I hope you like. Peace. Go Cats. As I'll recap their semifinal or quarterfinal game next.